Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning.
What is this one that starts with a V?
Good morning from the office. I am your host, BKP, North Georgia's only live online morning show. If you'd like to contact our show, it's 706-889-9700, 706-889-9700. Also, you can email the show at chief. Now, let's just stop right there. You know, I'm a little concerned about having the email say chief. I really am. I'm thinking this out. I mean, we had our whole Pocahontas thing yesterday. That's a racial slur, is what the left wants us to believe is a Disney movie. Pocahontas is a racial slur. And now I have an email that says chief. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. It never crossed my mind before. It's almost like jumping out of a plane and saying Geronimo. Anyhow, we're going to stick with it. We're going to go with it, okay? You can email us at chief. That's our new thing. When I get ready to drop the bomb, I'm going to drop, oh, no pun intended, ICBMs. Oh, man. I got to be really careful today. What direction am I going? An ICBM coming to a neighborhood near you, courtesy of the little whack job in North Korea. Now, back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, every time I get ready to make an announcement, Rose, damn it, pay attention. I'm going to have to you need a clean sheet of paper, a whole clean sheet of paper, and all the things I need to avoid, steer around, put up the yield sign. Like when I get ready to say Geronimo or drop the bomb, we just can't say that. You know, drop the mic. There we go. So from now on, if I just want to drop it, boom, I'm going to say Geronimo. There you go. Anyhow, chief at fetchernews.com if you want to email the show. If you want to follow us on Twitter, at FetcherNews, at FYNTV. You can follow us on Twitter. Always follow our sports page, Jason Banks, Team FYN Sports. Find that on Facebook, our sports page. Also, Team FYN Sports on FetcherNews.com. You click on it there. And you can also follow Jason at Team FYN Sports. So those are our many ways. Also, YouTube. We stream live on YouTube. And you can subscribe to our channel, FYN TV, Fetcher News on YouTube, and you'll always get a notification when we're live. So, okay, let's get this show started. So, Geronimo! Matt Lauer's out. Boss man, Matt Lauer's been grabbing my ass. How long have you? I'm glad you just reported this. Did this happen just a moment ago? No, it's been happening for years, but I just thought it was a great time to tell you. Matt Lauer's been squeezing the Charmin for years, and we feel there's more inappropriate behavior by Mr. Lauer. And so NBC announced this morning at the top of the hour, Matt is no longer with the company. He is headed out to get his training. He is headed to the farm. We put him out to pasture. We will be the all-girl network very soon. You know whose fault this all is? It's everybody's fault. Do you almost have all the pictures in, Sam? They're ready. Why do I even ask? Yesterday, hey, around here, you know, you think I'm running the place? Yesterday, boom, Geronimo. Sam dropped the mic. She's in charge. And then I'm getting text messages.
They all really know that already, though.
They know it already. And I got text messages yesterday. Boy, we're glad to find out somebody actually runs the place. Anyhow, I tell you whose fault this is, folks. And what it's all coming down to. It's the fembots. Yes, you were wondering why all the sexual harassment, there it is. It's those fembots. Yep. I was thinking this morning, who's responsible for all of this? The fembots. Those fembots. All right, take that down. The audience can't take that. It's only 8:05 in the morning. My God. Can't show them the fembots. Matt Lauer out. Why is Matt Lauer out? Top of the news. Now, I was going to do my ICBM coming to a neighborhood near you. You like that, don't you? Because a little whack job launched a missile yesterday. We're going to talk about that over in North Korea. That can actually, land on your doorstep, no matter where the hell you're at in the U.S. of A. Right on your doorstep. Little whack job. Shot his missile. I mean, you know what I mean. Come on, come on. It's a kid-friendly show. Yes, and it could hit an ICBM coming to a neighborhood near you, brought to you by a failed 24 years of foreign policy, brought to you by George W. Bush, brought to you by Bill Clinton, brought to you by Barack Hussein Obama, and all their Secretary of State friends. Want to welcome this Christmas season an ICBM to a neighborhood near you. Yes, we know they left it on Donald Trump's desk. Yes, we know they left the mess sitting there for the President of the United States and Rex Tillerson. But thanks to them, any city in the continental U.S. of A could have an ICBM hit it at any time. We'll go into that a little later. It's the only way we could do the show, folks, is just, get a little... All right, so Matt Lauer, boom, boom, he's out. Put up a picture of Matt Lauer, just Matt there. I got Matt. Matt Lauer fired from NBC. Matt Lauer was fired from NBC News on Wednesday after an employee filed a complaint about inappropriate sexual behavior in the workplace. The network announced, okay? Savannah Guthrie made the announcement at the top of the Today Show, and I want to thank one of our viewers. I'm in here, one of our viewers getting ready, and one of our viewers texted me and said, boom, Matt Lauer's out, and I was able to look it up. So thank you out there to all of our viewers. Savannah Guthrie made the announcement at the top of the Today Show, where Lauer has been an anchor for 2 decades. NBC News chairman Andrew Lack said in a memo to staff that it was the first complaint lodged against Lauer in his career at the network. The first. But see, I thought Nancy Pelosi said this was a case by case. I thought there was due process. See, CBS had the Charlie Rose, so NBC needed someone, right? Who did ABC get? Who did they get? I don't know. We'll see. But it's the first, he said, in his career in 20 years. But Pelosi told us just this past weekend, due process, case by case. We have to look at these. But he said we were also presented with reason to believe this may not have been an isolated incident. Here's what the facts is, Lauer's probably been playing grab ass at the Christmas party, and NBC is getting ready to have their annual Christmas party, and they can't take a chance this year that Lauer, drinks too much from the punch, wears the Santa hat, and dances around the office smacking girls on the ass. Or boys. Oh my God. It could be. We don't know. It's just inappropriate behavior. What the hell's happened to us? Okay, now, do you have the video of Matt Hillary? All right, we're just going to play a second. See if you remember this. Okay, play this just a second, Sam.
Is a key.
Temperament and judgment, yes.
The word judgment has been used a lot around you, Secretary Clinton, over the last year and a half, and in particular concerning your use of your personal email and server to communicate while you were Secretary of State. You've said it's a mistake. You said you made not the best choice. You were communicating on highly sensitive topics. Why wasn't it more than a mistake? Why wasn't it disqualifying if you want to be Commander-in-Chief?
Well, Matt, first of all, as I have said repeatedly, it was a mistake to have a personal account. I would certainly not do it again. I make no excuses for it. It was something that should not have been done. But the real question is the handling of classified material, which is, I think, what the implication of your question was. And for all the viewers watching you tonight, I have a lot of experience dealing with classified material, starting when I was on the Senate Armed Services Committee going into the 4 years as Secretary of State.
It was a mistake. Well, wait a minute. Was that Matt Lauer? Remember the backlash. Remember the backlash from that night? Remember that? Liberals are freaking out. This is from Town Hall on September 9, 2016. Liberals are freaking out because Matt Lauer asked Hillary tough questions. Okay. Earlier this week during an NBC Commander-in-Chief forum, Today Show anchor Matt Lauer decided to engage in a rare act of journalism. And the left isn't happy about it. Lauer, a member of the mainstream media, spent a significant portion of Hillary Clinton's questioning period asking about her ongoing email scandal, which of course she keeps making worse by lying and changing her story. This didn't sit well with Democrats and progressives supporting her candidacy who are accustomed to softball treatment. The Daily Show Trevor Noah asked, what the F was Matt Lauer doing? CNN reports NBC News knows the Commander-in-Chief forum was not Matt Lauer's finest hour. Matt Lauer fails the moderator test. The Huffington Post whines, was Matt Lauer sexist towards Hillary Clinton? The Young Turks asked. Now, by no means am I a Matt Lauer fan. By no means. But he wasn't playing grab ass yesterday at the office, okay? Let me tell you something. I don't understand this very well. I'll have to say this because, but if somebody played grab ass on Monday, the boss fires him on Tuesday. This is a 20-year career, okay? 20-year career. And there's reason to believe there's other inappropriate behavior by Lauer, okay? Other inappropriate behavior by Lauer. And I am no fan of Matt Lauer, okay? But what happened? I'm waiting to see. Put that picture of Matt and Hillary up. Did you put the picture of Matt Lauer? Okay, Matt and Hillary. Okay, just wondering if we are getting so close.
Send me a picture of Matt and Hillary together. You sent me a video of them together.
Double check all your emails. Just double check all the emails. See if I sent one and said Matt. I may not have, but just double check. That's fine. I may call it up later. It's not a big deal. So, Matt Lauer, The Daily Show Trevor Noah, what the F is Matt Lauer doing? CNN reports NBC knows the Commander-in-Chief forum was not Matt Lauer's finest hour. Matt Lauer fails the moderator test. The Huffington Post was Matt Lauer sexist towards Hillary Clinton, the Young Turks. What's really going on here? Are we getting way too close? All right, let me ask you a question. And let me get off this subject. Because the world's gone crazy. We just flat gone crazy, okay? The Christmas party. There's the HR departments in the damn companies have rewritten, whatever the hell. They've written new Christmas party rules. New. They're new. I mean, Lord, there was always what happens at the Christmas party stays at the Christmas party, okay? Just saying. Little do I know, all right? But the Christmas party, they can't what the heck? You spike the punch, next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom. Hey! So, I'm just saying, we're going crazy. So what is happening here? What is taking place? Why are there no inappropriate right now? There's Kevin Spacey. Why are we not having the inappropriate man-boy connection. How come there's never a situation where boss lady smacks the young little page boy on the ass and says, you know, bring me those copies, little boy? I don't know. Why the hell? I can always see through the camera. Why the hell are you looking at me? Like I did something. I didn't do it. Where are those reports? Hey, you know, you got a boss lady out there saying, well, just saying. And what about the guys where are we going to see the reports of the inappropriate behavior with boys in the newsroom? Boy pages in the newsroom. Huh? When are we going to hear that? When are we going to hear the inappropriate, the guy that's bringing the coffee to these stars in the newsroom or in the, I know. Where are we going to hear that in Congress? We're too close. We are absolutely too close. There's some websites out there that are too close. I'm going to leave it there. Matt Lauer out at NBC after 20 years and one complaint. That's all it takes here at NBC. NBC, one complaint, you're out of here. No grab ass. They have a zero tolerance. Oh, I wonder who's next if they have a zero tolerance policy at NBC. NBC has fired its leading morning anchor, Matt Lauer, over sexual harassment allegations. The network president for the news said in a memo to the staff Wednesday. On Monday night, we received detailed complaint from a colleague. Monday night, a detailed complaint from a colleague about inappropriate sexual behavior in the workplace by Matt Lauer. He said the allegations against Mr. Lauer represented, after a serious review, a clear violation of company standards. They got standards now. How do they loosely use some of these damn words? That they have we have scruples. What the hell? Holy mackerel. Serious review, a clear violation of the company's standards. As a result, we've decided to terminate his employment. While it is the first complaint against the behavior in 20 years, can't you send the dude to rehab? I mean, look at how hard the media tried to save the wiener. You did everything to try to save the wiener. I mean, look at Conyers. Hey, take a page out of Nancy Pelosi. She's doing everything trying to save Conyers. All right, Conyers in big trouble. Big trouble. Wait till you find out where the $27,000 came from he paid the young lady off with that did not want his advances, okay? You know what? Look, it's real simple. If she doesn't want the advance, leave her alone, damn it. Period. I mean, I don't understand. You know? And the other side, ladies, smack the you-know-what out of them. Bam! Don't you even think about it. Period. I want to see that in the reports. He did this and I smacked the daylights out of him. Made him wish he never even looked at me that way. Anyhow, where the hell am I at? While it is his first complaint about his behavior, can't NBC just send him to a sex farm? You know, one of those places where, you know, every time they show you pictures and if you get all worked up, you get the shock treatment. Can't they do that to the poor guy? He's already lost his hair. Oh, NBC. I wasn't even going to talk about this today. NBC, we're also presented with reason to believe this may not be an isolated incident. Mr. Lauer, co-host Savannah Guthrie, announced this morning on Wednesday morning, appearing on the verge of tears. She's on the verge of tears. Miss Guthrie said, all we can say is we're heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. Matt was a good guy. Matt was a dear friend. I'm heartbroken for the brave colleague who came forward to tell her story. Because we didn't know. We were sitting next to the guy. We had no idea he was playing grab ass for 20 years. We're heartbroken. This has just torn our family apart at NBC. Have I lost my mind? What the hell? I don't know how to report this garbage. Well, Matt's been put out to graze, and that is a top story, while there's an ICBM headed for a neighborhood near you, courtesy of Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Jimmy Carter, will throw him in there, Barack Hussein Obama, the list goes on. And here comes, oh, no, wait a minute. Eli Manning, put the picture up. This is how, I know, football, you go from Matt Lauer to football. Eli, put the pic, where's Eli? And look at this, folks. The Giants benched this guy. You do realize, here's the problem. I think what happened is Eli didn't take a knee. Here's the problem with Eli Manning, okay, with the Giants. I understand you don't like the record. I understand Eli folds like a lawn chair, okay? I understand it. Eli folds like a lawn chair. I understand all that. I mean, if anybody can fold, it's Eli. But this is the guy. Giants bench Eli Manning opting for Geno Smith. Geno Smith, what the hell, as quarterback? How about opting for a front line? How about opting for a running game? How about opting for a damn coach? How about opting with putting somebody around the guy? How about opting with a receiver, damn it? Eli, oh, I forget, Eli's not been arrested recently. Eli has, no outstanding charges. Eli's really, he hasn't beat his wife, that we're aware of until something comes out, right? Eli didn't take a knee. Oh, God forbid. Now we understand. Eli never took a knee. He didn't take a knee. He's not into it, right? Eli Manning, the only guy. This is the guy. The Giants. Damn it, this is your guy. He beat Tom Brady. I mean, you don't have to like Brady or not. Brady, hey, you can call him all the names you want. But this is the guy that beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. You got 2 Super Bowl trophies against Tom Brady. Not like a fluke year where the Ravens got in. It's not a fluke year where somebody else got in. It wasn't a fluke. It's the Patriots. It's Belichick. This guy beat Belichick and Brady twice. Everybody in the nation should love this guy because you hate the Patriots. But they bench Eli. Oh, my God. I just had to throw that in. I don't know where the hell that came from. I'm thinking Giants bench Eli Manning, opting for, oh, hell. This is, the NFL, to me, is dead. You're dead. I don't know you anywhere. Boom, you're gone. You're dead. I don't know you. I never knew you. Don't come to the door. The NFL, for me, is over. The seats are empty. I have nothing for the NFL. I have nothing for the thug mentality. I have nothing for their disrespect for the country and the men and women that serve this country. Nothing. Zip, zero, zilch. Anyhow, I just had to throw that in. Eli, Geno Smith is quarterback. Holy mackerel. Hold your heart. I know you didn't like that one. But anyhow, let's see. Where can we go from here? We're on a roll. Let's throw Thomas up real quick. Let's throw Thomas up, okay? So this guy is one of the, you got Thomas? Are you going to pay attention or not? Don't get mean. It's not necessary. It's almost Christmas. Come on. You do not have to come back and get mean. You got to watch it around. Oh, by the way, I want to talk about Christmas right after this. Okay, so this is Thomas, right? All right. This guy right here, he's at the presentation for the Native American code talkers, okay? So we won't go in there. They're the Native American, they're World War II vets, okay? Navajo code talker, okay? This guy's wearing his Navajo code talker, all right? And he's a World War II vet, and Donald Trump's recognizing him, and the guy don't understand what's happening. So, Trump says, yeah, and they call her Pocahontas. What a day, right? Pocahontas. So this guy doesn't understand. He doesn't understand really, but he says, hey, I wasn't offended. He said, I didn't understand what Trump said. He said, I didn't understand what he meant when he said Pocahontas. He said, but I wasn't offended. And this is his quote. He said, the Marines made us yell Geronimo when we jumped out of the planes. That didn't offend me either. So this guy right here, Navajo code talker, he's jumping out of planes. The Marines made him yell Geronimo. And the media's head is spinning off thinking he was disrespected yesterday because he heard the word Pocahontas. Oh, bada bing, bada boom. What can we do to keep... This is going to be a show. I'm far from done. The Nydia Tisdale trial, the opening argument starts today. We're going to go into that. I want to discuss with you the Roy Moore goes to church. Would you have not guessed that already? We're going to discuss Roy Moore, obviously, and Doug Jones later in the show. Nydia Tisdale, they have seated the jury. It's in place. It took 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. This morning at 9 o'clock and 30 minutes, opening arguments start. We're going to talk about that in a little bit and who all has been subpoenaed to testify in this. And do you know her attorney? Would this be the same attorney that got, I allegedly believe Ray Lewis is a killer? Boom! Killer! Boom! Ray Lewis, killer! He got him off. Anyhow, that's just my opinion, damn it. All right, so that starts today. And then I want to give you a quick reminder on the ICBM that we're talking. Oh, yeah, we all know Chuck and Nancy didn't show up. Trump, Frank, thank you, Frank, okay. Trump, they're all playing checkers. I always thank my friend Frank for this. Here's the thing, folks. They're all playing checkers. Trump is playing chess. And Trump has a lot of tweets out this morning. So there we go. Let's take a break. I don't know what we'll come back to. I don't even know what we did for 26 minutes. I have no idea. Matt Lauer, shame on you. NBC, boop, you're out. Take us a break, Sam.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Better days ahead.
You know what time it is? Model year-end closeout time at Days Chevy in Jasper, with huge savings on every 2017 Chevy in stock, like over $6,500 off on Malibu, just $17,900, or save a payload on Silverado Double and Crew Cabs, starting from just $31,800. The discounts are big, and the time is now during the model year-end closeout. Hurry to Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Be sure to check out New Blue Home and Gift, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Find us on Twitter at New Blue Home. Everything beautiful for your home or a special gift can be found at New Blue Home and Gift. Call us today at 706-455-3873 or visit us at 531 East Main Street, Suite 103 in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in J next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in J next to Walmart.
Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Fine sterling silver, luxurious baby alpaca and exotic woods. A beautiful selection of exquisitely crafted gifts for all of your special occasions. Visit our website, artesiansilvergifts.com, or follow us on Twitter at Artesian Silver Gifts. Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop in downtown Blue Ridge.
Folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. I have been requested to do Trump's White Christmas again, so I'm going to do that at the end of the show. If you missed Trump's White Christmas, I will sing Trump's White Christmas before we close the show at 10 o'clock today. I get requests. I feel like I'm spinning the records. We're here at WBKP, and we're downtown, and we're spinning your favorite vinyl. What do you like to hear? If you want to hear one of your favorites, you can call and request it at 706-889-9700. That's our request line. I always wanted to say that. I worked at the radio station. That's our request line. Call now. First caller wins. I don't know. 12th caller. Let's make it that. 706-889-9700. If you would like to get involved with the show, tell me what you think about Matt Lauer getting his rear canned at NBC for touching or doing something inappropriate. Maybe he got caught smoking a joint. That's inappropriate. I mean, inappropriate behavior is inappropriate behavior. Maybe he was out back catching a buzz. What the hell? Where do I... Chief at FetcherNews.com. Now, at first, I thought, hey, with the whole Pocahontas thing, but then after the code talker said, hey, they used to make us yell Geronimo, I'm okay with it. So our email is chief, not to be confused with Geronimo or Pocahontas, chief at FetcherNews.com. That's chief at FetcherNews.com. And you can follow us on Twitter at FetcherNews, at FYNTV.com. So, moving right along, moving right along, there's a couple things. Now, December's coming up. It's November 29th. December's coming up. Rose, could you please pay attention because this may be important, okay? This is actually something I want to do. So, we have decided, we don't want, we believe in Christmas. We're good here. Just chill before everybody gets bent out of shape, okay? This is not the Atheist Network or nothing, okay? So we believe in Christmas, and we're good. We got the Christmas tree here. Carla made me a Christmas tree, so I keep my Christmas tree close by. But we're going to celebrate Festivus for the rest of us, okay? Because there has to be something out there for the rest of us, the people that are not out in left field, the people that are not crazy, the people that have not lost their mind. There has to be a holiday out there for you and I. Festivus for the rest of us. So we're going to do December every day, the airing of the grievances. So here's what I want, Rose. You better be paying attention, damn it. I don't know what you're eating over there, but I can barely see you. It must be a donut or something, a pancake or something. They got a buffet line over there in the morning they leave me out of. Anyhow, I want a graphic. Pay attention to this. This is serious stuff. I might even want it to spin. And when I say it's time for the airing of the grievances, I want Festivus. I want a little Festivus, decorations around the outside. And then I want the airing of the grievances. So in December, every single day, I want to see, it's time for, and then the spinning wheel. And I want.
You do know that neither of us know what Festivus is.
I'm going to clue you in on what Festivus is. Folks, I'll clue you in. But I'm going to clue both of you in. It's a great traditional holiday. So anyhow, Rose, let's get back to this. So I want the big spinning thing and say, it's time for, and then I want to spin around and go, bam, the airing of the grievances. And every day we're going to do an airing of the grievances to celebrate Festivus. Okay? Folks, if you would like to help with the year end, this is the end of the year. We're going to airing of the grievances, okay? If you would like to be involved, 706-889-9700. Anything throughout the year. You want to say, you know what, this just really ticked me off. This is my airing of the grievances. Yes. Don't forget, I want this. This is pronto. Andale, right? I don't know what I'm saying here. So trust me. Yes. Folks, if you would like to get involved in our December Festivus celebration, the airing of the grievances, let us know here.
You may celebrate that, but I don't think that Rose and I are going to be involved. We'll create your graphic.
Oh, you don't have to be involved. But let me tell you now, right on the air, since you threw it out there on the air, I'm going to throw it out there on the air. When we get into day 3 or 4 and you say, hey, I would like to get involved in Festivus, no, that ship sailed. The ship sailed. No Festivus for you. Anyhow, let's move along. Don't forget, folks, December 8th is coming soon. And what does that mean to you, our viewers, our listening audience? December 8th. Don't miss it. It's the government going out of business sale. Everything must go, from congressmen to senators. They all must go. We'll be closing our doors early for this major sale on December 8th. The closing of the government, brought to you by Chuck and Nancy. December 8th, we're out of money. It's the only way you can do. Sing it. Singing telegram. Could you see the guy tap dancing in to Chuck and Nancy? Hey, Don, I got a great idea, Mr. President. You haven't done this yet. Send them the singing telegram. I got it. Empty chair. I loved it. But we'll get into this. President Donald Trump, send Chuck and Nancy the singing telegram with the guy tap dancing and saying, December 8th is around the corner and we'll be closing early because you must go because the government's out of money. Yes, I know I've lost it today. I'm in a pretty good mood. Yeah, December 8th. We're out of money, folks. December 8th. Big deal. Big day. Democrats plan to shut it right down. Chuck and Nancy. Boom! All right, let's get serious. The Nydia Tisdale trial. The state, clip this for some, make sure this is on a segment. The state versus the state of Georgia versus Nydia Tisdale. Now, if you're in any other part of the country, I can understand that you may not feel interested in this case. Okay, you may not feel interested in this case, but it has a lot in here. It has a citizen journalist. Now, you need to understand that this young lady, Nydia Tisdale, does not work for a news network. She bought a video camera. She identifies herself as a citizen journalist, just goes, doesn't ask questions, videos, meetings, no matter where they're at, and then post them on a website for you to view. And that is actually how she self-identifies herself as a video journalist. That being said, the Nydia Tisdale versus the state, she was removed from Bert's pumpkin farm. This has private property rights. Okay, this has a lot in here for people to watch. There are First Amendment. There is freedom of the press, First Amendment. People watching this, freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of people to peacefully to assemble. Okay, so the First Amendment, foundation, freedom of speech, nationwide, coast to coast, is watching this right here. And that being said, they seated the jury for the last 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. They've been trying to seat the jury. And today, opening arguments start. Nydia Tisdale's trial attorney is Bruce Harvey. Now, her attorney is Bruce Harvey pro bono. Now, listen to this, folks, okay? Now, I say alleged, and I still think, okay, Ray Lewis, you remember the Super Bowl that came down? We had an ice storm, but Super Bowl must go on in Atlanta. And I forget who played in the Super Bowl in Atlanta. Remember that? And Ray Lewis was down here getting his party on, and he went up to Buckhead, and he allegedly, which I personally think, allegedly he killed somebody, Ray Lewis, and then went on to win Super Bowls and become highly acclaimed as a community icon in his area to help whatever. Okay? To this day, November 29th, I feel Ray Lewis got away with murder. But, hey, thank you, Bruce Harvey. Right? Bruce Harvey was Ray Lewis's attorney that got him acquitted for murder. Just saying. So this is Nydia Tisdale's attorney, Bruce Harvey. Now, Bruce Harvey is doing this pro bono. Why? Why are you taking this case pro bono? Because Bruce Harvey may get to ask certain people questions that are very, you don't get to ask every day on the stand. Maybe that's a reason. But why? Now, don't forget, sources tell me, according to sources, that Nydia Tisdale this is her criminal case. She has 2 charges, 1 misdemeanor and 1 a felony against her. Okay? This is the criminal case in Dawsonville in Dawson County, Georgia. But my understanding in federal court, she has a $550,000 civil lawsuit filed against Dawson County. Okay? And probably will end up with 1 against the Burts. Probably. I'm just saying, I don't know where. But this doesn't end at $550,000 is my opinion, okay, if she's acquitted here. So Bruce Harvey is her attorney and is pro bono, okay, meaning no charge. I'll do it. I got nothing else to do. I mean, since Ray got out and acquitted, things have been slow. So today, opening arguments start. All right. Now, I cannot report too many details right now in this case based on I have been subpoenaed myself. Okay. So I have been subpoenaed myself. So I'm leaving testimonial comments or comments concerning what my what I might say. Damn it. Anyhow. The Governor Deal, an investigator with the defense, which is Harvey's investigator, they called me. This guy, an investigator with the defense team for citizen journalist Nydia Tisdale, this investigator, they called me last Sunday before it started, the day before the trial, Sunday. And I answered the phone, and I said, because I answered the phone, they called. So I answered the phone, and I say, hello, how are you today? It's Sunday, what the hell do you want? And then the person says, well, we're an investigation company that's working for the defense attorney for Nydia Tisdale. Can you tell us what happened that day? I looked at my phone, I was like, really? Sunday afternoon, you call and ask me the day before the trial, what happened that day? Yeah, really? I said, you know what? I'll tell them in court, and I hung up the phone. An investigator with the defense team for the citizen journalist Nydia Tisdale said Tuesday that Governor Nathan Deal, former Attorney General Sam Olens, and several other state and federal officials have been served subpoenas and may be called as witnesses. You see, on that day, put the picture up there. Put the picture up. First of all, let's put up a couple pictures, Sam. Put up the, first of all, here's a picture of Nydia Tisdale and Sam Olens. Okay, this is one that is going around the internet. This is of that day. I took this picture. This is my picture. So we get there, and Nydia Tisdale had just found out that Sam Olens, then Attorney General of the state of Georgia, had won the case, her constitutional rights, First Amendment case, open government case. See, you have open government laws. It's the Red Book. Now, I'm going to tell you something that you're going to be interested in. The first Red Book I had, which is this one here, I have. Whatever the hell. Okay? I can't conjugate this morning. Anyhow, verbs don't come easy. Anyhow, the first Red Book, this is the Georgia Sunshine Law, okay? A Citizen's Guide to Open Government. So this book right here, Nydia Tisdale gave to me, your host. So she had just found out that she won, that Sam Olens had won the case against the city of Cummings, the city of Cummings, Georgia. Cumming, Georgia, or Cummings? I don't know. What the hell? But the city of Cumming, Georgia, she had just won the case of her freedom of speech had been violated, which I don't remember. Don't take this wrong. I don't know my numbers, but I think that resulted in about a $250,000 payout, somewhere around that. I think it was like $250,000 payout. I think somewhere around there, the numbers for Miss Tisdale at that time. So they just found out that week. So Sam Olens gets to the rally, Attorney General, and Nydia, she asked me, she said, "You mind taking a picture of myself and Attorney General Sam Olens?" Sure, I took the picture. Okay, this is important because I'm going to tell you about the picture. Well, Sam Olens is called to testify. Now go to the Dawsonville rally. It's called Deal and Purdue or David and Nate. There you go. Okay, now this is the card that was put up on Facebook, Dawsonville rally. Okay, that's what it was called, open to the public. And on the left is your governor, Nathan Deal. He was at the rally. And then on your right was then candidate David Perdue, for senator, which is now Senator David Perdue. They were both at the rally that day and witnessed her being removed. Okay, so they were there at this rally, and Nathan Deal has been called subpoenaed to testify, which Nathan Deal's office, just so you know, it is standard for the governor of the state of Georgia, the executive of the state of Georgia, like him or not, to send a subpoena like that to the Attorney General of the state of Georgia. So it's been sent over there. We'll see what happens. So I don't know if he's testifying. So that's the other one. And then there's the picture that everybody has noticed watched on the internet, and this is the one where Nydia was removed. Did I send you that one? Okay. Well, I got it today. I didn't send it today. It doesn't say Tony. Yeah. Oh, is everybody hearing that or just me? Just me. No, she comes on. Let me set this up. She comes on, tells me like, "Oh, yeah, you sent it, right?" But you can't hear it. But if she wants you to hear something, boom, she goes to the loudspeaker, folks. That's the way it is. An all-girl network here. Okay, that's Nydia Tisdale right there, and that is deputy. Now, let me explain this. This is then deputy. Now, you see the gun on his side if you focus in, and you see his khakis, and you see his shirt. If I asked you now, this is important, folks. If I asked you now, because you don't see a badge, you do not see a badge, in that picture, does he give off the look of a deputy sheriff? Does he give off that look? If you walked in, now this is my question for you. If you walked in somewhere and you saw this guy, because you can't see the front of his shirt, and I can't tell you no more, gotta leave you hanging. But if you walked in and you saw this guy standing over, you noticed this guy. You see this guy. There you go. See, saw, seen. Ah, what a day it's going to be. So if you walk in and you see this guy, you didn't saw him already. You see this guy standing over next to that building, right? You see him there and you look at him. Would you pick up he may be the security detail that day? Just asking. Just ask her. So this is the picture of her being forcibly removed from the property. So today they start opening arguments, and all the media is going to be sitting there. All the media will be sitting there in Georgia, and like I said, this is getting watched from coast to coast with certain groups. Certain groups are watching this coast to coast. Anyhow, I am your host, BKP. I will have more on this as I give my testimony. Then I will discuss this trial on the air. Now, we do have a reporter in the room. Bill Johnson, if you want to keep up with this, Bill Johnson at fetchyournews.com, Dawson. You go to fetchyournews.com, click on Dawson. Bill is writing this story. He did not sit through all of the jury selection. It got a little boring, but he did sit through the opening motions and how it started. He wrote an opening statement article, and he will be there this morning at 9 o'clock for the opening statements when it really takes off. So I will be back tomorrow morning at 8 as the trial continues. I will then share my testimony with you, the audience, not just with them in the courtroom. I'm going to take a break. We're going to come back. I want to talk to you about the ICBM. I want to talk to you about the tax plan. I want to talk to you about Marty and Joseph. A little bit of everything, but I'm your host, BKP. Don't forget, you can get involved in the show if you send us an email to chief@fetchyournews.com, chief@fetchyournews.com, and 706-889-9700. Take us to break, Sam.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Papa's Pizza to Go in downtown Blue Ridge is the best in the area all-you-can-eat buffet. Call ahead or order online now at papaspizzatogo.com. Use our convenient pickup window for the best in pizza, subs, wings, breadsticks, salads, and more. And be sure to check out our lively game room. We serve lunch and dinner, catering available, take out or dine in. Papa's Pizza to Go in Blue Ridge, proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey, good morning from the office. BKP, we're North Georgia's only live online morning show. You can always find our show on YouTube. That is FYN TV Fetch Your News. join and subscribe to our YouTube channel today. And also, you can subscribe to or go to, we have on-demand service. If you go to fyntv.com, anything we produce goes in our on-demand, and you can pick the calendar and the day and look around and get our shows. Anything we produce is on demand. Also, you can always email the show, chief@fetchernews.com, and call the show or text us at 706-889-9700. Now, in December, Seinfeld's one of my favorite shows, okay? And so I think all of us Seinfeld fans know out there Festivus, okay? So yesterday morning, a friend of mine from New York, lives in Blue Ridge, right? I get up and he sent me a message about Festivus. It's time for Festivus. He knew I would love that. So anyhow, in Festivus, there was the airing of the grievances. Just joking. So now Sam and Rose said they have no idea what Festivus is, so they're going to, because now they have to watch the video. They just have to. So we're going to make them watch the video so they understand Festivus. But this is not a joke. We want to do Festivus here on the show in December. And every day in December leading up to Christmas, okay, we want to do the airing of the grievances. So come on, let's have fun, folks. Come on. Everybody's all tense. I mean, has everybody gone Marty and Joseph on me? So look, let's have fun with this. The airing of the grievances, December 1st. Every day we're going to have our airing of the grievances segment for Festivus on the show. Just saying, okay? Just saying. Let's have fun. Now, it is we are announcing today, Wednesday, November 29th, 2017. You got to do that because you want to remember the date and the time and the hour and everything you did at this time when you announce. On Fridays we take the show on the road. Take your show on the road. They always told me that, so I did it. We will be coming to you live. We are going to have a morning set now. We are going to have our own couch, a little clue, maybe the circuit sofa for our friends. And we're going to have our great Friday morning. We'll now have our Pet of the Week back live. We have been producing those. But now we will have our Pet of the Week back live every Friday. We'll have our sports segment, Team FYN sports segment with Jason Banks every Friday. We will have our Ask the Doc segment with Dr. William Whaley every Friday. We will have our political all-star panel every Friday, and we will be doing that from Circuit World in Blue Ridge. We'll have our own living room like setup, Circuit World in Blue Ridge, starting this Friday morning, and we're excited about that. And you want to tune in because there may be on Fridays special discounts going into the Christmas holiday here. It may be a special discount or something that Circuit World's going to provide that you're going to hear about only on the show, right here on the show. There may be, maybe, we don't know. There may be a giveaway. You know what I always say? Anything goes. And they're holding me to it. Anything goes. Everything must go. We got to go. Boom. Circuit World Friday at 8 a.m., our new location for our show. So, and then after that, we'll be going back to Sycamore Crossing. So we like to move the show around every couple months. And on Fridays, and if you're ever interested in hosting a show at your location, get in touch with us, chief@fetchernews.com. Get in touch with us. Rose, the head of our marketing department, will contact you immediately and see how we may be able to work something out to do some on-site location shows, on-site shows at your location. How about that? Better. Boom. Okay, get to turn a couple words around there, but we'll see if we can't do an on-site show at your location if you'd like to do that. We have a great time when we go on the road, and all of our friends. We have all of our friends follow us right along there. So that's Friday. Let's see what else we have. Is there any other announcements like I'm forgetting to make? Or, okay, I figured if you come up with anything over there, okay? Now, I like to keep up. This was an hour ago, okay? So let's run real quick. Let's change the show. That's one thing about live, and, you know, I do what I want here. Anything goes. An hour ago, 1 hour ago, the President of the United States tweeted out, "Wow, Matt Lauer was just fired from NBC for inappropriate sexual behavior in the workplace. But when will the top executive of NBC Comcast be fired for putting out so much fake news? Check out Andy Luck's past." How can you not like this guy? How can you not like the President of the United States? I'm sorry. How can you not? I have waited my whole life for somebody to have to call him out and say, boom, Lauer's out one time. He asked Hillary a tough question, you know, one time a report. But hey, Andy Luck's past, check it out, fake news. Oh my God, you gotta look. Now 2 minutes ago, this is why the media does not like Twitter, because I, your host, can do a 2-minute, boom, 2 minutes ago, President of the United States tweeted out. So now that Matt Lauer is gone, well, he left a T out of that. So God knows that MSNBC will spend 20 minutes tomorrow morning discussing how he can't spell and forgot a letter. We do have breaking news there. So now that Matt Lauer is gone, when will the fake news practitioners at NBC be terminating the contract of Phil Griffin? And will they terminate low ratings Joe Scarborough based on the unsolved mystery that took place in Florida years ago? Investigate. Oh. Sorry, folks. I like the guy. I'm in. Who's with Donald Trump? That would be me. Joe Scarborough. And will they terminate the low-rating Joe Scarborough based on the unsolved mystery that took place in Florida years ago? Investigate. This happened 3 minutes ago. The internet is jammed with people trying to solve the case now. You're investigating right now. Oh my God, this is happening. That's why the media hates this. They can't stand the Twitter, because I, your host, in LJ, Georgia, can report this news to you 4 minutes after it happened. I read it 1 minute after it happened. Oh, they want control. The fake media wants control. NBC, ABC, CBS. Oh, by the way, CNN said they're not going to the Christmas party. Merry Christmas, but I think I'll miss this one this year. Merry Christmas. Yeah, CNN. CNN's, we think we're not going to show up. We hear Trump will be there and the drinks will be flowing and they may start playing grab ass, and we are CNN, okay? I want the report from CNN for when one guy grabbed another guy's ass. Instead of all this, I'm serious. I mean, I'm just, come on. Matt Lauer is gone. When will fake news practitioners at the NBC terminate the contract of Phil Griffin? And will they terminate low ratings Joe Scarborough based on the unsolved mystery that took place in Florida years ago? Oh, I had to do that one more time. That was worth it. Okay, I can't help it. That I had to do one more time. Just one more time. Now, folks, let's get serious. It's 9 o'clock. Let's get serious about North Korea, okay? Now, North Korea yesterday launched a missile. This is a segment, Sam, and I'm going to get really serious. This is going to be a really serious segment on North Korea, okay, an ICBM. Let's open up this segment about North Korea and an ICBM. Instead of the empty chairs, which is funny, it's humorous, And I believe Donald Trump has finally the guy that flipped the page on who is closing the government December 8th if it takes place. Okay, it's my way or the Democrats are closing. The American people will not believe the media, ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, MSNBC. They will not. So no matter how hard Chuck and Nancy try to get the mainstream media to sell that Donald Trump and the Republicans are closing the government or risk of closing the government December 8th, won't happen. Okay? So Donald Trump is brilliant. You might not like I called him brilliant. He is brilliant. He has flipped the page to where now the Democrats, because you and I will know the truth that the Democrats are shutting this thing down, not Donald Trump. Okay? They didn't come to the table. The empty chairs, they could have been there. They could have overlooked the tweet. We'll talk about it later. But during this, instead of looking at empty chairs, let's start with the ICBM that this whack job shot in the air yesterday. And this is General Mad Dog Mattis, Secretary of Defense, giving this report yesterday at this little press conference kind of thing. So let's play that video first.
President, Senator, Speaker, a little over 2.5 hours ago, North Korea launched an intercontinental ballistic missile. It went higher, frankly, than any previous shot they've taken. It's a research and development effort on their part to continue building ballistic missiles that could threaten everywhere in the world, basically. And in response, the South Koreans have fired some pinpoint missiles out into the water to make certain North Korea understands that they could be taken under fire by our ally. But the bottom line is it's a continued effort to build a threat, a ballistic missile threat that endangers world peace, regional peace, and certainly the United States.
Okay. This missile, this ICBM, do you have a picture of one? I just sent a picture that said ICBM. This ICBM that was launched yesterday, okay, can reach anywhere in the continental United States. Any major city in the continental United States. Okay. Gives a whole new meaning to sanctuary city, does it not? Not exactly a sanctuary city anymore. Because the little whack job could clean out Houston. The little whack job could clean out. There'll be no gun problem in Chicago. There'll be no running and hiding in the sanctuary city of New York City. Mayor de Blasio will not be able to come out and give a little liberal lefty speech concerning the ICBM that's headed his way. It'd say, we will not. New Yorkers are strong. New Yorkers come together in these times. There'll be no coming together. You know, all these little liberal mayors that run out, okay? There'll be no mayor of Los Angeles come out and say, you are safe here. There'll be no hey. There will be no hey. We are strong. We recover. No. Can't come out and have one of your little liberal press conferences. Won't be able to come out and say Trump. Now, this was left on Trump's desk. This is serious, okay? And I want to do this for a reason, okay? Just a very quick, brief reason, and I think it's important. Now, I did a segment when Sam first started with us. Sam and I worked together, and we did a segment called 24 Years of Failed Policy. Now, I just want to remind you a couple things, okay? There's a couple things I'm going to remind you. First, okay, hey, Sam, you know the one video that I gave you 3 starting points? I want the second starting point. Now, I want to go straight to the third starting point. Get the third starting point ready. No, the second. I'm sorry, I won't say it again, the second. That video, get the second starting point, I'll let you know. We'll go there. So we could go into the history of North Korea and South Korea and after World War II. But the 24 years of failed policy. So first, let's start, and as I give these pictures, Bill Clinton. Okay. Now, Bill Clinton goes back. Let's go back to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton did what we called. We had North Korea on a list of state-sponsored terrorist lists. Bill Clinton, President then Clinton, did what we called normalized relations with North Korea. At this time we did not have. We had a rule that we did not negotiate with terrorists. Okay, we did not negotiate with terrorists. That was our rule, and we had labeled North Korea a terrorist nation. Okay, state-sponsored terrorism. So Bill Clinton went against that and normalized relations, because at this time Kim Jong-il or whatever, his dad's in charge. Okay, whack job seniors at the helm. And so Bill Clinton said, let's remember, before, Bill Clinton started out with his Secretary of State, Warren Christopher. We just want to put these up so you remember. This is the president, okay? So his Secretary of State is Warren Christopher. That's who he started with, okay? Then he moved. Warren Christopher was also Secretary of State for Jimmy Carter. I just want to show you quickly the list of what was left on your president's table, okay? Warren Christopher was Secretary of State with Jimmy Carter. Now he moves over, he's Secretary of State with Bill Clinton. But it's Madeleine Albright is who Clinton sent. Remember, they gave her the fake plastic roses to North Korea. And Madeleine Albright went to North Korea and struck a major nuclear deal. And Bill Clinton came out in the White House press room and gave us all the speech in America, how we were safe now. We are safe now. The great deal he had made with this diplomatic move, okay? They're always looking for diplomacy, okay? Every once in a while, diplomacy needs to equal a foot up your ass, okay? So Madeleine Albright and Bill Clinton, with this great diplomatic effort, all right, announced to the American people that North Korea was no longer a threat, no longer a problem, okay? So moving right along, okay, he leaves, and who do we get? Some of you love George W. Bush. I'm not one. I'm not one. Some love George Bush. I'm not one. So we move to the next president, George W. Bush, okay? And George W. Bush, we're hit with 9/11, all right? And he has this Secretary of State, and his name's Colin Powell. You have Colin's picture? This is the Secretary of State with George W. Bush, Colin Powell. So he gets the war drums going, all right? War drums are going. Now, let me play this video for you for just a second of George W. Bush State of the Union address. This is a video where Chuck and Nancy and Richard Gephardt, remember the old days of the Gephardt? This is the old days, even Kennedy, Ted Kennedy. They're all standing cheering this guy. Let's play a minute of this video for you here.
Mass destruction. Some of these regimes have been pretty quiet since September the 11th, but we know their true nature. North Korea is a regime arming with missiles and weapons of mass destruction while starving its citizens. Iran aggressively pursues these weapons and exports terror, while an unelected few repress the Iranian people's hope for freedom. Iraq continues to flaunt its hostility toward America and to support terror. The Iraqi regime has plotted to develop anthrax and nerve gas and nuclear weapons for over a decade. This is a regime that has already used poison gas to murder thousands of its own citizens, leaving the bodies of mothers huddled over their dead children. This is a regime that agreed to international inspections then kicked out the inspectors. This is a regime that has something to hide from the civilized world. States like these and their terrorist allies constitute an axis of evil, arming to threaten the peace of the world. By seeking weapons of mass destruction, these regimes pose a grave and growing danger. They could provide these arms to terrorists, giving them the means to match their hatred. They could attack our allies or attempt to blackmail the United States.
Attack our allies, attempt to blackmail the United States, North Korea, weapons of mass destruction, starving their people, weapons of mass destruction. Iran, Iraq. Why did Iraq become the easy target for the war drums? Why did Colin Powell and George Bush, why did they lie to us, the American people? Why do we have the bloodshed that we have in Iraq? Why? Why did we? Why did we then allow this deal if George Bush stood up there? You see, you got to understand, when he did that, it's 2002. Folks, if you look at your watch or your calendar, look at your watch, you know what time it is. You look at your calendar, you'll realize it's 2017. That speech, go to that last part when I give you ready. That speech, okay, was done, and that was given in 2002 at a State of the Union, emergency State of the Union address after 9/11. And remember, did you notice the face in the beginning of the video? That's Tom Ridge, former governor of Pennsylvania. Remember, that's how we got the Department of Homeland Security. Remember that? We got that Department of Homeland Security. And then at that time, he named North Korea an axis of evil in 2002. It said they had weapons of mass destruction and were killing or were starving their citizens. Damn it, yesterday, November 28th, the weapons of mass destruction was launched. Madeleine Albright, you need to know what the hell the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, has had laid on his desk by the establishment, by the deep state, by the warmongers, by the people always banging the drums. You need to know the damn truth of what happened. Because let me tell you something. North Korea, something tells me it doesn't end well. But Donald Trump has no choice. This is 2002. People are starving. Well, guess what? Years later, how much did we care about the damn people? I mean, the humanitarian side of this. If we've known long before 2002 that people in North Korea are starving and being starved to death, okay, they're not allowed to have fun. They're not allowed to look as though they're enjoying themselves. I swear to God. But we know this in 2002. We've known it years before that. It's 2017. Why the hell do these people, the deep state, the world that is controlling, the people that are controlling, the globalists, why have they let these people starve to death, damn it, knowingly in a public speech since 2002? Yesterday, guess what happened yesterday? November 28th, 2017. This guy launched a weapon of mass destruction that can hit any city in the continental United States. Continental means, no, not Hawaii. No, not one of the islands or our territories. I'm talking, boom, Atlanta, boom, New Orleans. That's what I'm talking. Miami? Oh, hell. You won't, let me tell you. But yesterday, the same thing you heard in the damn speech in 2002, the same thing you heard in the damn speech from Bill Clinton, oh, the world is safe now. Madeleine Albright went over there, and we now have this great nuclear deal. I can't do my Bill Clinton this morning. I'm trying to stay serious, okay? But in 2002, we knew they had weapons of mass destruction. We knew they were starving. Who's running this show? Who is running the show in this world that we let these people starve on a daily basis? And we're more concerned about whether we're going to not have a good trade agreement with China. when the people in North Korea would just like to have a damn good steak. But no. So anyhow, so play that last part. I have another part of that, and then let's go further.
Our nation's security will be deliberate, yet time is not on our side. I will not wait on events while dangers gather. I will not stand by as peril draws closer and closer. The United States of America will not permit the world's most dangerous regimes to threaten us with the world's most destructive weapons.
They all stood. I will not stand by. We cannot wait. We need to act now. I will not stand by while these evil regimes. They all stood. Let me make a point. First of all, no, I don't like George W. Bush, okay? I don't like, I don't like George W. Bush. I don't like him, okay? I'm just not. I'm not a fan of George W. Bush. Excuse me. I will not stand by. The world cannot wait. Everybody stood up. Now at this time, okay? No. Bill Clinton failed miserably in North Korea. Miserably. George W. Bush, when everybody stood up, you got to understand, this is the guy that's got like a 90% approval rating right now. In 2002, when everybody stood up in Congress, this guy's got a 90% approval rating. The American people had given, all right, you got Tom Ridge. We gave away, what did we give away? Our personal freedoms right here in this country. I showed you Tom Ridge, the start of the, Homeland Security, all right? Department of Homeland Security, what a mega department that is. It's all the way into your county. Your Department of Homeland Security is in, no matter where you're at in rural America, they are in your EMS and fire and rescue or whatever. You go down there, Department of Homeland Security is running the show in your neighborhood no matter where you think you are at. Don't you forget it. Okay, the government has set up, damn it, I knew I'd do this. The government has set up in every county in the United States of America, they have a program to where they could take over. Oh yeah, you go find out. You go find out from your head of your EMS director, emergency management in your county, no matter how rural it is, and ask them if for them to get certain funds and for them to be eligible for funds. See, if a disaster happens, you have to be eligible. What the hell? Oh, there's dead people. Well, they're not eligible. Yeah, you got to do certain things. You got to have everything set up. Don't you look at me like that. Your county is set up for the government to come in and take control, or you're not eligible for funds, disaster relief funds. So your eligibility means that you set up a location where the government can come in and say, okay, here we are, here's our command center. Every county in the United States of America has a government command center, or you're not eligible for funds. And yeah, we started the Homeland Security Department. Don't know how I got that started. Okay, and but at this time, this guy's got a 90% approval rating. He could have. He had a blank check. If George W. Bush would have come out the next day and said, folks, North Korea is starving their people. They're dying. These poor, sad. It's sad. There's kids over there dying. All right? You wait. I'm going to tell you right now at 9:23, this is going to end. And when it ends, we're going to go in North Korea and we're going to find the most disturbing pictures you've ever seen. We're going to see the most disturbing, heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, okay? Pictures you've ever seen. Every other thing you have seen is going to pale in what we see over there of the poor people, and we're going to hear testimony of how they're starved. Anyhow, that being said, so this guy could have came out the next day and said, you know what, North Korea's got weapons of mass destruction. Bill Clinton's presidency failed. We got Donald Trump, the only one that has the nerve to say that former administrations failed. Thank God we got a president that recognizes these damn former administrations. He goes to China, he says, hey, the ones before me didn't care, but I do. Okay, it's America first, former administration. So we finally got a president of the United States that says, hey, former administrations failed. Well, instead of George W. Bush saying, look, former administration, Bill Clinton with Madeleine Albright as Secretary of State failed, okay? So I'm going to do something about it. And if he would come out and told the American people, next week, I'm going to take care of North Korea. And if he would have went into North Korea and cleaned their clock, okay, you would have supported him and it would have been over. Yeah, oh, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Well, let me tell you something. What I'm doing right now is trying to show you how they laid it on your president's desk. Okay, so that's George W. Bush. Who does he have? Now, you might like him. He had Colin Powell, right? Colin Powell gathered the information, that sent us into war, okay? And he was a Democrat the whole time, deep state guy. Then who is his Secretary of State? The reason I'm giving you the President and the Secretary of State is that's what umbrella that this mess has been captured under. Then you have Condoleezza Rice. I know many of you out there are like, I like Condoleezza Rice. I was hoping she'd be the commissioner of Major League or the NFL or Major League Baseball or something. Well, we had Condoleezza Rice, okay? We're not talking about the commissioner or anything. She was Secretary of State. So, moving right along, the American people decided that Barack Obama should be president of the United States, right? There's Barack. That should be the next president of the United States. Okay? Now pay attention. Pay attention. Now after George H. Bush was our last 4-year president. Ronald Reagan had 2 terms. George H. Bush had 1. Then the deep state, the people that are actually running the show, in my opinion, decided it was best if they had those 2 terms. So they gave Clinton 2 terms, and then they gave Bush 2 terms, and then they gave Obama 2 terms. That's why they're trying to end Trump's before he even gets a year under his belt. They're trying to end this term now. There's no 2 terms for Donald J. Trump by the people that run the show. So then we have Barack Obama. So Barack decides who? Hillary Clinton. Now, we can't go all day on what a mess she made of the State Department, but Hillary Clinton knew what a mess Iran is. Okay? We knew back in 2002. It's 2017. Why did we make this deal with Iran? Why did we let Iran slide? Why? Why did we let them slide? Why? I'm not going to say pick on like I liked Saddam Hussein, okay? But you got to understand, Saddam Hussein was our ally. Oh, yeah, folks. We created him. We created Saddam Hussein and then took him out. Yeah, you need to educate yourself on Iraq. You can yell at me all day long. But we created Saddam Hussein. And when he turned against the Americans, when he turned, we took him out. Why did we let Iran slide? Why have we let North Korea slide? You might be saying we're not. Oh, sanctions. Don't tell me sanctions. I get so damn tired when somebody says sanctions to me. So why did we let them slide? Why? So then we have Hillary Clinton. She's Secretary of State. Hillary Clinton. Right? Then, that's Secretary. Thumbs up. Okay, Benghazi, Ambassador Stevens, list goes on. Okay, why? And then we have John Kerry. Okay? That's our Secretary of State, John Kerry. All right? And that's your Barack Obama. And Barack Obama. And before we go any further, let me just look at this real quick and let you know. North Korea says breakthrough. Breakthrough. This comes from Reuters yesterday. Leave Kerry up there. North Korea says breakthrough. Let's put the ICBM up now. That's John Kerry. So what we did is we showed you Bill Clinton and his Secretary of States And then we showed you George Bush and some of his clips and, acknowledging North Korea and his Secretary of State. And then we've showed you Barack Obama and his Secretary of State, okay? North Korea, this is yesterday, Wednesday, the 29th. This came out this morning, early in the morning. North Korea says breakthrough puts U.S. mainland within range of nuclear weapons. Kim Jong-un declares North Korea a nuclear power, okay? 15 missile can reach U.S., says North Korea. Missile lands in Japan exclusive economic zone. Russia and China both express concern. Russia and China, we send our concerns. Well, let me tell you, Russia and China are sending their concerns. The next thing they're going to be doing, Ronnie Manuel over in Chicago, is sending their condolences. Okay? While you're keeping them safe. Guess what? You should run out today and tell all of the illegals in your city that this is a sanctuary city and you're even safe from a missile. So if you see one coming through the air, don't worry. We'll call Underdog. North Korea said it successfully tested a new intercontinental ballistic missile on your screen on Wednesday in a breakthrough that puts the U.S. mainland within range of its nuclear weapons whose warhead could withstand. It can withstand. See, this is a big deal. When the nuclear warhead that they strap it on, and it's not a damn backpack, okay? They strap this thing on. Re-entry. It can withstand re-entry is what they're telling us. It could withstand re-entry, okay? North Korea, it could withstand re-entry to Earth's atmosphere. North Korea's first missile test since mid-September came a week after President Trump put North Korea back on the U.S. list of countries it says support terrorism, allowing it to impose more sanctions. All right? It could hit anywhere in the continental. Threatens everywhere. Okay? U.S., Japanese, and South Korean officials all agree the missile which landed within Japan's exclusive economic zone was likely an ICBM. The test did not pose a threat to the United States, its territories, or allies, the Pentagon said. It could hit anywhere. It went higher. This is from James Mattis. We played that, the Secretary of Defense. It went higher, frankly, than any previous shot. They have taken a research and development effort on their part to continue building ballistic missiles that can threaten everywhere in the world. Basically, U.S. Secretary of Defense Jim Mattis. Sanctuary city? How's that for you, sanctuary city? How's that getting up no matter where you're at in a major metropolitan area in the United States, knowing you are in launch distance of an ICBM from North Korea? How you like that? How you blaming Donald Trump for that? How are you blaming Donald Trump this morning? No diplomacy? No act of diplomacy? Why, what would you call Bill Clinton and Madeleine Albright? What would you call George Bush and his tough talk that we can't let time pass? We will do it now. What do you call their diplomacy? What do you call Barack Obama's and Hillary Clinton? Maybe your Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was too busy with her ass on your plane as Secretary of State flying everywhere picking up checks for the Clinton Foundation and restarting her relationship with Russia that is really the need to be under investigation. The, Uranium One deal. How about that? Maybe Hillary was too busy. We'll get to that North Korea. It's only people starving up there. It's only people. They're not really, I'm going to go and meet Kislyak, okay, up in Russia. I'm going to make a deal with Iran. I'm going to get some money with the briefcase. Leave the briefcase at the bottom of the runway for the steps getting into the People's Secretary of State U.S. citizens plane. Really? So maybe Donald Trump didn't use the diplomacy? You have the nerve to tell me that this morning? Well, let me tell you something. I wanted to frame up what it's put on his desk when he got there. this was put on his desk. And he's done everything. He's talked to the Chinese. He's went and met. Remember, Pence went to meetings. Mattis did an entire, don't forget, folks out there, James Mattis did an entire tour of the South Asian Sea, the Asian Peninsula there, South Asian Peninsula. He's done an entire tour with all the troops, all of our allies. What do they need? We've went over to Japan. We went over to Indonesia. Trump went to China. Trump went to Vietnam. Okay, South Korea. Don't forget, Trump's done everything. Mattis has done everything. Nikki Haley has done everything she could in the UN. Okay, Secretary of State has done everything, and this is where we're at. So I don't want to hear diplomacy anymore because it's left on the desk. And here's how I feel to close this segment. You have a Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson. Okay, put up Rex. We've done all the Secretary of States up to this point. This is Rex Tillerson, Secretary of State. I think he has the backbone. I think he has the strength. I think he has the integrity. I think he has all the things that go with it. The need, everything he needs is in place. And I think Rex Tillerson, along with Nikki Haley, that I didn't show this morning at the UN, but I think that is the Secretary of State finally. And this is the man that I feel will solve the problem and get it over with. Donald J. Trump. That's the man the deep state wants stopped. Because guess what? For all of you out there that think he's not compassionate, that he doesn't have feelings, out of every picture I put on the screen this morning, I will guarantee that man on your screen right now cares more about the starving kids in North Korea than any damn body else I put on my screen. Donald J. Trump will get it solved. I promise. ICBM, yeah. He'll handle it. Take us a break, Sam.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Better days ahead.
You know what time it is? Model year-end closeout time at Days Chevy in Jasper, with huge savings on every 2017 Chevy in stock, like over $6,500 off on Malibu, just $17,900, or save a payload on Silverado Double and Crew Cabs, starting from just $31,800. The discounts are big, and the time is now during the model year-end closeout. Hurry to Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Be sure to check out New Blue Home and Gift, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Find us on Twitter at New Blue Home. Everything beautiful for your home or a special gift can be found at New Blue Home and Gift. Call us today at 706-455-3873 or visit us at 531 East Main Street, Suite 103 in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in L.J. next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Fine sterling silver, luxurious baby alpaca and exotic woods. A beautiful selection of exquisitely crafted gifts for all of your special occasions. Visit our website, artesiansilvergifts.com, or follow us on Twitter at Artesian Silver Gifts. Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop in downtown Blue Ridge.
Folks, I'm your host, BKP. What a day. I have 3 hours of material today. 3 hours. I'm just going to keep this rolling.
Don't worry, folks. He only has 20 minutes left, and then we're just going to cut him off anyway.
I'm going for it. I'm going all in.
You can go as far as you want, but remember, I hold the button to the mute button and the end stream.
I'm going for it, folks. I'm all in. Geronimo. I'm going to jump. Okay.
I'm sure they don't mind if you sit there and talk to yourself the rest of the day.
Chief@FetcherNews.com. That's how you can get in touch with us. Although that is a racial slur. Now that we found out a Disney movie, Pocahontas, is a racial slur, we're going with it anyway. So you can contact me at chief@FetcherNews.com. You know what? I got something I'm going to do. I'm not telling you guys what I'm going to do, but I got something that just reminded me of something I'm going to do. 706-889-9700. Now, there's a couple things. Let's go through and see what I have left today. Now, I know you're not going to like this, but then again, what did you like today? So I already know what's going to happen. You're not going to like this. It may upset you, all the above. But Twitter is going crazy. Now, war on Christmas, okay? But the Twitter is going crazy. Who would have thought it would have been Marty and Joseph? Marty and Joseph. Oh. The gay nativity scene. Put the picture up. That's Marty and Joseph. You know, I'm about to say something, but I have that little fear of getting struck by lightning.
Fear you should probably listen to more often.
Well, Marty and Joseph, I mean...
Remember that filter we talked about?
Well, it could explain the whole virgin birth thing. I don't know. Anyhow... Twitter is going crazy over the gay nativity scene. Little Jesus did have two daddies. I'm sorry, folks. Apparently, 2017 has become the year of the gay Christmas characters. Gay Christmas characters. Can you think of any other gay Christmas characters? One top of this children's book depicting a gay Santa. Oh my God. In a biracial marriage. Gay Santa in a biracial marriage. We now have a gay nativity scene, or gaytivity. It's gaytivity. What will December be like? We'll be confused. One day it'll be Christmas, the next day it'll be Festivus, the next day it'll be Kwanzaa, the next day it'll be Hanukkah, the next day it'll be gay nativity. Holy smokes. if you will, featuring two Josephs, Marty and Joseph, two Josephs kneeling over the baby Jesus. Here's how a growing Refinery 29 article describes the scene. What if it wasn't Mary and Joseph who met their child that night, but instead Murray? I said it's Murray. It was Murray. I knew Murray was there. They always said, I always read, hey, they're leaving something out of the Bible. Murray was there. I gotta go, you gotta have Murray, right? I'm sorry. Most of you don't understand. If you grew up where I grew up, there was Murray. All right, so Murray was there. Ooh. So it was, but instead Murray and Joseph, or Marty and Joseph. Except that would be virtually impossible because neither Mary nor Joseph could bear a child in their womb. Folks, oh my God. It makes sense for the LGBTQ crowd to wave their pom-poms for it, but why the feminists of Refined 29, nothing said, boys club, quite like two dudes fathering the most infamous human being. The gay nativity scene. Gaytivity. Oh my gosh. Now I only have a couple minutes left. So I got to do White Christmas at the end, right? I can't do White Christmas right now. I can't do that. So let's see. Let's go to this. Now yesterday, let's talk about a minute of tax reform. All right? We got a lot to do. We got to finish the Twitter deck. So, tax reform and shutting down the government. Now, your president of the United States, Donald Trump, has turned that around, completely turned it around, okay? It now belongs to the Democrats, whether Chuck and Nancy like it, because the president was smart enough, okay? Remember Republicans, remember conservatives, remember Donald Trump supporters, how irate you were when Chuck and Nancy came out. If you watch this show, I told you don't worry. I did. If you watch this show, you remember me saying don't worry. He's not cutting a deal with Chuck and Nancy. He is going to have the last laugh. I know I could go back. I'm going to find the date that he had a meeting with Chuck and Nancy. I'm going to go through the tapes and find where I told you on this show, relax, okay? He's setting them up. Trump is setting them up. Trump is playing chess. They're playing checkers. So remember, everybody got outraged, okay? And here's the thing that he set the media up. Now, the media will work very hard, okay, to try to discredit Trump. But Trump will come out as the guy and he'll come to the podium and say, look, I had a meeting once with them. The media loved it. Everybody loved it. I tried to work things out. You guys reported it out there. NBC, you were gushing and Nancy was gushing. And remember, even Dianne Feinstein said maybe we could work with this guy. And remember, Pelosi was getting threats from the right. And Elizabeth Warren and them were attacking Pelosi and Schumer for making a deal with the devil. And remember, Donald Trump really looked like he did everything to work with them. And he tricked MSNBC. He tricked Joe Scarborough. He tricked Matt Lauer. He tricked CBS into reporting that he made a deal with Chuck and Nancy. And it was even caught on tape. He liked Chuck. And it was even caught. Chuck Schumer says, that's the Donald I know. He did all of that. Remember the note. Trump sides with Chuck and Nancy and burns Republicans. September 7th, 2017. Okay? The president... So Chuck and Nancy are President Trump's new best friends. And just maybe, and surely temporarily, the new power center in Washington. Remember that? Democrats were even surprised by the ease in which they convinced President to defy his own Treasury Secretary and congressional leaders and go along with the gambit that buys short budget peace by pushing the media's votes to the right before Christmas. Okay, Democrats, of course, will have to have Democrats, of course, will have a seat at the table on spending, debt, and DACA issues. Oh, yeah, they were gushing. They got a seat at the table, right? And the seat got bigger because of how President Trump upset the traditional power dynamics. The Republicans' dismay is understandable, but the shock shouldn't be. The shock shouldn't be. Why are they shocked now? Trump's ideological flexibility has always been part of his appeal in the Trumpist, okay? This same week that also saw him vow to revisit his DACA decision in Congress doesn't act, and where he showed praise for Senator Heidi Heidenkamp. Democrats claim victory. Only in Washington can you claim victory for successfully maintaining a status quo. They claim victory. They made a 3-month deal. Victory. We won. DACA. We're going to win. Show that picture yesterday of Donald Trump. Go ahead and pull up. I got 10 minutes. I got to make this happen. Pull up the empty chair. Okay? So the president holds a meeting yesterday, and you see the place cards there for Chuck Schumer, and you see the place card there for Nancy Pelosi, and you see he even was going to let them, he was going to let them sit right here. They were going to get all the photo ops. There was going to be the photographer that framed that in, right, and cropped it out with just President Trump, Chuck Schumer, and Nancy Pelosi. I mean, there was going to be the photo op to say the Dems are running the place, and Trump put Speaker Ryan and Mitch McConnell outside and didn't let them in the inner circle. There was all the optics there. But Chuck and Nancy missed the meeting. They decided not to go because their message is not going to get out. They claimed victory the first time, and they had the media, liberal media, gushing over their victory. But they didn't show up yesterday. Now, their claim for not showing up is because of, and I'm going to give you the number, okay? I have it marked Trump Tweet 5. So yesterday morning, remember? Republicans got rolled. Remember, Trump supporters got rolled. Well, yesterday morning at 9:17 a.m., Mr. President sent out meeting with Chuck and Nancy today about keeping the government open and working. He didn't say he canceled a meeting. He didn't say don't show up. He didn't say anything. He just said meeting with Chuck and Nancy today about keeping government open and working. See, Chuck and Nancy missed the opportunity. They could have showed up and filled the chairs. They could have come out and said, when we got here this morning, the president could have tweeted, when Chuck and Nancy got here, I did not see any opportunity for a deal anywhere. But I'll tell you what, bipartisanship won the day with all 4 of these. We've done some great work for the American people. And Chuck and Nancy could have rushed to the podium and said, possibly, hey, he did not think there was any deal in the making. But guess what? We changed his mind and won again. Why didn't they take that chance? President said we're working an open government, keeping government open and working. I'm meeting today to keep government open and working. Problem is they want illegal immigrants flooding into the country unchecked, are weak on crime, and want to substantially raise taxes. I don't see a deal. I don't see where we can deal. But you'll bring it anyway. They know nothing about the business side. Bring it anyway. I don't see a deal. So Chuck and Nancy don't show up. Boom, it's over. All right, I just wanted to get that out. All right, trust me, Trump won, Chuck and Nancy and liberal media 0. Okay, now let me see if he's done anything 3 minutes ago. Oh, my God. All right. We got to get this out. 12 minutes ago, just spoke. This is President Donald Trump tweeting to you, the American people, unfiltered from the liberal media. Just spoke to President Xi of China concerning the provocative actions of North Korea. Additional major sanctions will be imposed on North Korea today. This situation will be handled. All right, told you that. 4 minutes ago, economy growing includes hurricane efforts. CEA estimates that real GDP growth would have been 3.9 in the third quarter. Folks, remember when winter storms were the big reason that, or major storms were the big reason why Barack Obama could not hit 3.0 on the GDP? Remember that? Well, no excuses for Donald J. Trump. We have the storms that come through, and we're still hitting the growth rates. Consumer confidence is as high as it's ever been. I've got to give this to you real quick. Roy Moore is up in the polls. I can't go to the exact polls right now. Put this up. I don't want to leave without this. We got 5 minutes. Roy Moore is up in the polls. And here's the thing. Doug Jones, his opponent, Democrat opponent, will not answer. So for the voters in Alabama, if Neil Gorsuch was a big deal on the Supreme Court to you, Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch that Donald Trump appointed, Doug Jones will not answer the question in Alabama whether he would have voted for Neil Gorsuch or not. He will not answer that question. So just let the voters know in Alabama that the Neil Gorsuch, he would not answer the question. That's Doug Jones. Now, Roy Moore, put Roy Moore up in church. Roy Moore has decided that he needs the church to bring him over the finish line, okay? So he is holding rally after rally with church audiences. He is going into churches, friendly groups, where he can deny the accusations, just saying, where he can deny them in front of a friendly crowd, where he can, maybe he's getting forgiveness. Isn't that the whole thing? Hey, isn't it all built? Doesn't the whole Christianity thing surround forgiveness? Hey, maybe Roy went to the altar. We don't know. Can't judge that. Wonder what he's praying about. So Roy Moore is going to the churches. He is up in the polls. Let's finish with Trump. Tweet one. This is Mick Mulvaney and the Consumer Federal Public or whatever the agency just won the lawsuit on leadership of Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, a big win for consumers. Let's go to Trump number 2. Charles McCullough, the respected former Intelcom Inspector General, said public was misled on crooked Hillary emails. Emails endangered national security. Why aren't our deep state authorities looking at this? Rigged and corrupt. Why aren't our deep state authorities? Folks, to have a president of the United States of America acknowledge the deep state and it's still rigged and corrupt, my president. After, this is number 3, after North Korea missile launch, it's more important than ever to fund our government and military. Dems should hold troop funding shouldn't hold troop funding hostage for amnesty or illegal immigration. I ran on stopping illegal immigration and won big. They can't now threaten a shutdown to get their demands. I'm telling you right now, let's go to number 4. This is the big one. The conference board said that consumer sentiment was at its highest level in nearly 17 years. In November, consumer confidence index rose from 126.2 in October to 129.5, notching its best reading since December of 2000. Okay? Folks, people like the President of the United States, whether you believe it or not, people out there that's going to work think he's okay, and people out there are not going to blame President Donald Trump in no way whatsoever for any shutdown. This is the first man to successfully flip it over, okay, and give it to the Democrats. Black Lives Matter. Folks, they believe it's too white. Black Lives Matter wants to bring down white capitalism with Black Christmas. Okay? Activist group Black Lives Matter of Los Angeles is calling for holiday shoppers to spend their money at black-owned businesses in a push for Black Christmas that aims to resist white supremacy through capitalism. Folks, it's them that keep saying that the racial divide. So, what else? Christmas is back. Festivus for the rest of us. Gay nativity scene. Kwanzaa. Whatever. But you know what? We leave you today. I got to see, I've been worked up. Let me get a drink. I know it's 10 o'clock. But I'm going to do my Donald Trump White Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with all the white people I know. May your days be merry and bright. Woo, that's a sour note. And may all your Christmas friends be white. I'm your host. Back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Take us out of here, Sam.